Looks fascinating, doesn't it?
What's going on here? What's happening? It's like Punch and Judy, doesn't it? What's going on there? Are we going to talk about the theatre? Are we going to talk about the theatre, possibly?
This is appropriate. Asking about how far you'd go to demonstrate good manners when someone's just equated you to Punch and Judy. It's a question explored in a new play called The Unfriend. It stars two people who are laughing rather uncomfortably, Amanda Abingdon and Reece Shearsmith.
Agony, doesn't it? Sounds like wonderful agony.
The Unfriend is going to be at the Criterion Theatre in London's West End from the 15th of January to the 16th of April. You've got 3 days before it launches.
Yeah.
Good luck.
It'll be fine. Do our curtains close? The curtains behind? No, they don't.
You just drop like...
Headlines are coming up.
Good morning. Welcome to Breakfast with Naga Munchetty and Charlie State.
Our headlines today.
Good morning. It's Thursday, the 12th of January. Our main story this morning. A Russian mercenary group fighting in Ukraine says it has found the body of one of 2 British aid workers reported missing over the weekend.
Christopher Parry and Andrew Bagshaw were last seen on Friday, heading to the town of Soledar, which has seen fierce fighting in recent weeks. Now, this claim has not been verified by the Foreign Office. Gareth Barlow has this report. 7 minutes past 8. Other news to bring you. The Health Secretary, Steve Barclay, will meet representatives from the British Medical Association and other unions later this morning in a bid to avert future strike action.
It comes as health leaders warn the risk to patients will only intensify if industrial action continues, with health services already under huge pressure. Here's our employment correspondent, Zoe Conway. Time now is 12 minutes past 8. One of the most influential rock guitarists of all time, Jeff Beck, has died at the age of 78.
The British musician rose to fame in the 1960s as part of the Yardbirds before forming the Jeff Beck Group with Sir Rod Stewart. Our arts correspondent, David Sillito, looks at his career.
Look back at the career of Jeff Beck, who passed away yesterday at the age of 78. One of the things that emerged this morning, of course, while we've been on air and overnight, is many of the tributes to him from some very significant figures from music.
Mick Jagger. We were talking to Gene Simmons earlier, weren't we? And he was saying that if anyone gets the chance today to download a couple of albums, but he also said that he'd done this version of Nessun Dorma, the classic, of course, 3 tenors, you know, but he's done it. And I've had people who've been getting in touch via social media saying, I've listened to it, and it does. It's amazing. It's well worth.
If you do one thing today, do that.
Get it on a playlist. Get it on a playlist. Carol is taking 18 minutes past 8 is the time. Long ambulance waiting times, too few hospital beds, staff shortages. The huge pressures facing the NHS have been laid bare this winter. In around an hour, we'll get the most recent waiting time figures for accident and emergency departments in England.
For patients suffering from urgent health emergencies, the impact of delayed care can be devastating. Jane McCubbin has been speaking to one woman who got in touch with Breakfast to share her family's story.
Anne Clark there, talking to us about her husband, Martin, talking to Jane McCubbin there for that report. Joined now by Dr. Sonia Babu Narayan.
People are having conversations, I dare say, Doctor, that they possibly haven't had before, thinking at home, someone falls ill, they think maybe they're having a heart attack. What should we do? Still is the advice. You phone anyway. But then, as you heard in that piece, people are thinking, well, maybe we should just get in the car. Maybe we take that for fear that we may be the ones who are waiting too long. You're not here...
Dispatched, and even when they'd got to the hospital, it was another hour before that ambulance for Martin was dispatched and he'd already passed.
And Martin had